Greetings everyone, this is part 2 of my video game fandom rant. I know it's been a while, but don't worry, it will be good. No, you know that I tell the truth on this channel. Well, I'm definitely going to be telling even more of the truth about true gamers and not so true gamers. No, I'm not just going to be I'm not going to be bashing other gamers, but I'm going to simply tell the truth, what makes a true gamer, what is not a true gamer, and how others can improve themselves. I have experienced all this, so I got the proof, and I know what I'm talking about. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Mwahaha. It's game time, crackers. True gamers, and the experts they really are. Whether they know a lot about games or not, a true gamer is fair, kind, and doesn't brag like he or she is a better person. When talking about games, well, just don't put others down or make yourself sound like a pro when you have the time, like many people do it for the attention and subculture status. I mean, for crying out loud. Seriously, that's a load of bull. True gamers never quit playing against certain people just cause they beat them. Just cause someone lost doesn't mean they're not worth battling anymore on video games. A true gamer makes mistakes like everyone else, but don't think you know it all just cause you read it on the internet. Do your research before you speak about specific things about games. And remember, enjoy games. Real, true gamers enjoy them. Whether they be pros at it or not, doing your best and having fun is what matters. For those people out there who think, oh, I'm number one and I gotta keep up my score and blah 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 because I think I'm the best. Seriously, if that's all that matters to you, then you're not a true gamer but a poser, if anything. Basically, a true gamer isn't a douche, a bragger, or a fanbrat. An annoying so-called expert? I don't think so. And especially doesn't look down upon others. Sorry, I misspelled others. And much, much more. A true gamer sees the epicness in pretty much all gaming. Now, time for the not at all true gamers. Haha. Back in my day, most people were brand loyal to their gaming consoles at one time, and especially of games. But we grew up and saw the epicness in all systems. Well, at least most of us. Though some people didn't grow up, and they are annoying fanbrats of their favorite consoles, I'll still play games with them now and then. They find perfection in their system of choice, and think anything and all things about other forms of gaming platforms are lame, stupid, and find ignorant reasons to bash other systems, and even games. These artards are the reason the whole console wars exist. All systems are equal and epic in their own way. No offense to Microsoft or its true gamers, but most of the fanbrats come from their side of the so-called console war. The Xbox and Xbox I accidentally put 260, my bad. The Xbox 360 are epic systems, but aren't better just because you say so. They have their advantages, but still, they're not perfect. Or should I mention, Red Ring of Death. Crackers. Nintendo, oh my gosh. Especially during the past 9 years maybe? Yeah. Definitely took a lot of the hate during the generations of gaming. People fail to realize the epicness of Nintendo's history and systems, and their quality games. For example, the Nintendo 64 was one of the best systems ever made. Great graphics, great games, etc. For example, Star Fox 64, Mario Kart, GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, Diddy Kong Racing. The list goes on, for crying out loud, like with the Legend of, spelled Zelda wrong, Zelda series, and much, much more. Oh yeah, and Smash Bros. 64. The GameCube has some great games too, like Smash Bros. Melee, Star Fox Adventures and Assault, Metroid Primes 1 and 2, and more. Many, many more. Speaking of fanbrats, I remember, for example, and I'm not picking on the 360, it's just a good example, when the 360 came out. Of course, I'm speaking of the Xbox 360. I remember when it first came out, people were spending buttloads of money just to get it, even though there are improved versions of it nowadays, especially with the slim black one that's, wireless and all that. Anyway, I remember when people were pushing out all kinds of money, even though the game system would have went down in a few years, which it did. And people were hurting other people just to get someone else's 360. Or any other next-gen system for that matter. I mean, seriously, it's stupid. If they bought it, they bought it. Leave them alone. If it's in their buggy, leave them alone. You could do the kind and courteous thing if someone tries to take theirs, shove that person away, and maybe that person will be thankful. Maybe if that person knows where a hidden Xbox... Well, I guess that's kind of dumb nowadays to mention it. But let's say you did do that. Maybe they would have hid another Xbox in case theirs got taken from them. And they hid it somewhere in the store. They could have easily been like, look dude, there's a 360 over there, I suggest you get it. I'm not saying that ever happened, or the odds of that happening are actually capable of happening. The point is, doing a good deed is a good thing. And people hurting other people over a game system, especially when the 360 came out, it's stupid. It's just a game system, people. Back off. Okay, the people who are obsessed with console wars and people who want new next-gen systems every few years. Let's get one thing straight. The whole console war concept has been going on for more than just a few years with the Xbox 360, the Nintendo Wii, and the PlayStation 3. No, it even happened with the regular Xbox, the GameCube, and the PlayStation 2. And for crying out loud, it was even going on with the Sega Saturn, and, eventually it got to the Sega Dreamcast, but also the Nintendo 64, epic system, by the way, and the PlayStation 1. And before that, you had Sega and Nintendo. And Atari had Jaguar, but now Atari's just a company that doesn't make consoles anymore. Anyway, the whole thing is stupid. I used to be a Nintendo guy myself, but even I expanded my gaming horizons. And let's not forget, the whole concept of one system being better than the other is stupid. Each system has their own unique thing about them. Personally, a lot of people always make fun of Nintendo when it comes to the console wars. Oh, Nintendo. You know what? I'll talk about Nintendo another time. Right now, back to the console wars. They're stupid and a waste of time. Each system has their own pros and cons about them. Not one is stupider than the other. Yes, I said stupider because I can. And as for the people who want a new next-gen system every few years, dudes, that may have worked back then, but nowadays, the systems are getting epic upgrades, with system updates and whatnot, and no one can afford a next-gen system right now. Why don't you just wait a few more years and see what happens? Until then, appreciate what you got. The graphics are fine, we don't need to improve. Gosh! And online gamers, the respectable and the unrespectable. Basically, I'm going to make this quick. When you go online to play a video game and you hear all these annoying kids and adults, so-called adults, screaming their faces off at you just cause you pwn them online, or they curse out at you, or they blah 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 and cheat online by using dumb hacks, cheat codes, or hacking the system. Yeah, online gamers. You'd think at one time online gaming would be cool, which it is. And every now and then you'll come across some good people, grant you. Your own friends and people you can respect. But here's the people I don't like to hear. Those people who are always cursing all the time, saying perverted jokes, saying things against Christianity, especially Jesus. Saying things against him. Cursing all the time. Did I mention cursing? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. More than once, maybe. And also, I'm just tired of these guys. I mean, you get little kids who don't know what in the world they're talking about, and you get these obnoxious artards that are like, I pwned you, you son of a blankety blank blank, blank blah 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 blah. Seriously, you don't look cool doing that. And hacking the game online just to give yourself an edge, you must be a complete and total weakling on that video game if you have to cheat. Well, that's pretty much it for that. Well, next up is my conclusions. That's right, the conclusion to the video game fandom rant. I know it's been pretty short compared to the anime rant, but it doesn't mean I won't talk about other things related to video games in the future. I mean, I'll stop with my conclusion when it comes to the video game fandom, and I'll even mention some stuff I forgot to previously mention here. Well, stay tuned for my conclusion of the video game fandom rant. Hooray! Conclusions! Yay. Oh, pardon me. In my prayers, God bless, Jesus loves, and fare thee well.